Uh, so, as I said yesterday, we've now finished the Porsche, and I have just been down to the junkyard, and I came across this car. At first, I had no idea on what it was. So I had a good long look at it. Now, there was an update to the game about, what, a week, maybe 2 weeks back, and the update brought in a recent Lamborghini, or looks like a Lamborghini, so we'll say it's a Lamborghini, and then it brought in this thing as well. Brought in taxis and new cop cars, new police cars, and all that. So basically, I said to one of my friends a few weeks back, not long after the update came through, I had a look at it and I went, hang on, that's pretty sweet, that's alright. You know, I was like pretty much surprised at first when it came in. And I thought, if I come across one, I might have a go at doing it. So here I am, going through my normal way I am in the way of doing my cars on here. I mean, as yesterday, I said, as of yesterday, I said that I'd be looking for more cars, and if I found more cars, I'd be having a go at trying to get them to go and whatnot. And I also said a few days ago when I was doing a farm sim video, I turned around and said that if I came across a taxi or a cop car on Car Mechanic Simulator, I would do it. And lo and behold, bingo, today I came across a taxi. Now, the thing is, this taxi, I'm not too sure. It looks to be a Chev of some sort. I'm not sure. It does look Chevrolet based. But the thing is that with this car, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the neck, just looking at it, because the car itself is in reasonably good nick, but the biggest problem is trying to fix the car. I have no idea on what colour schemes are available for this car. So, with this car being the way it is, with the car being the way it is, I wasn't too sure at first what to do with it. You know, I saw it and I thought, hang on, because I came across this one before, but it was the same shell, but it was a different thing altogether. And the one I actually came across was a police car. Now, being a police car, the car had all the markings for police, like it had the transfers for the side, and the biggest thing is that with it having transfers on the side of it, it was like, I don't know exactly how you'd say it, but it looked like a Ford Crown Victoria. Now, for those in the United States who know the Crown Victoria, you'll know what the car looks like. The Crown Victoria was used in the United States in practically almost every single police department that there is in the United States. after a while, they replaced them with Chevrolets, and then they replaced them before they went out of business with Pontiac, and then they replaced them with Oldsmobile, so on and so forth. Now they're back to Ford. Why, I have no idea. So basically, what's going to happen with this car is it's going to be stripped down completely. The car that's sitting at the front is the Porsche. I'm going to bring the Porsche in and I'm going to put it on the jack next to us. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the dimensions for that car in the way of the Porsche for the wheels for this car. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because, as I did once before, a few months back, I did a taxi, a hot rod taxi, in the way of the yellow cab in New York, an old 1957 yellow cab taxi. So, that was that. I mean, I don't know, with this one here, this is the first time I've looked at this car, this is the first time I've even seen this car, this is the first time I've even touched this car. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to rip it to shreds. I'm going to tear all the doors off, tear the panels off, rip the hood off, take the lights out, take the trunk out, or take the trunk off, the hood, the lid, and then just, if there's anything inside, like say the steering wheel, which I can see from here, I'm going to take that out. And I think if there's a seat in there, I'll be taking that out as well. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wheel it down to where the wash bay is. I'm going to wash it, then bring it back in here, and then go through it with a fine-tooth comb and have a look at what's got to be done. So let's get that underway. And yes, guys, I'm glad it's actually got a V8. So, oh, the trunk's gone. Okay, easy pickings. And that. Rightio. Now, as you can see, the car's pretty much bare bones at the moment. Now, it's just got one. It's got probably the steering wheel and that in there, and that's about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out. I'm kind of hoping that when I get around to fixing this up, I can actually do what I need to do to the car. So what I'm actually kind of hoping to do is paint the car yellow. If it's got the markings I hope, I'm going to use those markings for what I'm going to be doing for this car. I'm kind of hoping that I can do this car up as a yellow cab from New York, because, as I said to you, they've got yellow cab over there. They've had yellow cab there for years, and yellow cab are actually I don't know whether the yellow cab is still around or not, but they were really good. They were a really good company. I mean, I've never been to the US. I'm hoping to go to the US soon. And if I do go to the US, I will be living in the US. I'm staying there. I'm not coming back to Australia. That's because that's where I want to live. I want to be with my partner, the most beautiful girl in the world. Yes, babe, I'm talking about you. And, I want to just live my life in the US for the rest of my life and live with my girl and, when it comes down to it, raise a family. But there are people out there who don't really see me as that sort of thing, or I can prove them wrong, providing things go the way I need them to. Now, let's get this car washed and checked over. Right, now what I'm going to do... What the f... Oh, this is in a console. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wheel this down to the... where I just had it, down to the garage. I'm going to put it on the jacks. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the rust out, then buy the body parts. After I've bought the body parts, I'm going to keep the body parts off the car. I'm going to wheel the Porsche 911 in. I'm going to jack the Porsche 911 up. I'm going to check, or actually I might not even jack it up. I might even just check the wheel diameter, because what I want to do with this car, if I can, I want to do something really spectacular with it. Just like I did with the other one when I did the 57 Chev. So, let's hope to God I can get that done. The car is a mess, as you guys can probably see. I mean, it's just a total wreck. Now, that there is the Vantage that my friend's been working on, the guy who's my go-to guy for the parts for these things, but of late I've been doing all the getting of the parts myself. The reason being is because he hasn't been all that well, so you know, I've been like running my own, if you know what I mean. So I mean, I do feel sorry for the guy, but okay, so it was black. Okay. That means to say it may not have what I'm hoping. If it doesn't, then I'm going to spew. So, now, what I've got to do now, what the f... Really? Okay. What the... Cloud cabs, radio. Okay. Now I've seen everything. I have no idea if that company actually exists, so I doubt it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh god, I can't. Damn, I'm going to have to go outside. Great. Where's the... Because this car's got the same diameter wheels on it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get body parts for it, whack the body parts on, and then take it down for paint. But before I do, I want to have a look at something. Nope. Damn. Oh my god. Now, everything here is under 80, so what I'm going to do is... What the f... Okay, then. That means everything can go, I think. But I might leave it for a little bit, so... Because I've got to try and find out... What the... Oh my god, this is getting... V8 Hemi, where the hell did you get that from? This thing hasn't got a Hemi in it, has it? Oh, it did have. What is it though? The Hemi 426. Let's see if it's a 426. Yep, 426. So it came out of this car. Rightio. That means to say I can whack anything in there in it. So what I might do, have a look and see if I can find a... Now where's the Plymouth? It should be here, if I can find it. Now, if you have a look here, you see quite a few cars from that are base or game base, and then if you go back through them, you'll see cars that are DLC. So the cars that are DLC are like your Porsche, your Mazda. See the RX-7 there, the 1992 RX-7. And it also says DLC, where it's to make sure you know it's one of the DLC cars. So that Mazda is a DLC, that's a DLC. But what I don't get is I don't see that car that was the which came out with that DLC for being Taxi. I don't see it anywhere. I don't even see the one that came out that was the Lamborghini police car. That's a bit on the strange side. Okay. 20-inch wheels, and then I'll work them out later. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is buy parts for the car. Oh boy. Ah, there it is. Which means the Lamborghini could be in this section. What I'd like to see, I mean, it's not exactly a Lamborghini, but there's the Plymouth. What I would like to see is a what was the car I was thinking of? A 19. Now, my partner knows that I like Camaros, and she knows I like Chevrolet. So, I mean, with what I'm about to say, she's probably going to be thinking, yeah, right, typical of you to say that. What I would like to see in a game like this as a base game car, as actual badged vehicle, would be a Chevrolet Camaro. Now, the Chevrolet Camaro I'm talking about is a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. Now, the reason why I say Chevrolet Camaro, especially the 69, is the 69 Camaro is my favourite car of all time. That is actually my dream car. If I had the money to get one, I would. I'd jump down and get one in a heartbeat. Now, my other half's probably thinking, yeah, typical of you to say that. If she is, sorry. Now, before I do get the body parts for this car, I'm going to see if I can find a Lamborghini in here, which is the police cars. So let's have a look-see. Because she got a lot of pages to go through. What I wish you could do for this game is have certain cars that are the V8s, like, say, for example, the Ford F350 Super Duty, or the Ford Mustang, any of the DLC cars that are powerful cars. You could do them up with the transfers and put them as police cars. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. I mean, just imagine and there's one particular car I'd love to see in here, and that is what the you're kidding me. Whoa, if only I had found that one. Damn. I'll have to keep an eye out for it next time I go through the junkyard. Alrighty. Now we're talking business. And when I do find that car in the junkyard, I'm going to pull out the 57, which I did up, which is that one there, which I did up as the 57 Chevrolet Taxi. So, I mean, it'd be a good little car to do. I'm going to see if I can find one later. Now, I would like to see a couple of comments on here to tell me if the car that I'm doing is a I mean, it looks to be a decent. Don't know whether I could say decent, but it looks to be a Crown Vic. So when I've put the body on and got the paint on it, can anybody turn around and tell me if it is a Crown Vic? Because it does look like a Crown Vic to me. I'm not too sure. I really couldn't say. Now, I'm kind of hoping to get this thing done quick tonight, but I don't think I'm going to... I'll probably end up doing this in 2 episodes like I do with all the others. So, if I do it in 2 episodes, tomorrow's episode will more than likely, hopefully, be the end of the rebuild of this thing. Okie dokie, there we go. Body panels on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and paint this car up. I'm going to do it yellow. Now, the reason I'm saying I'm going to do it yellow is because I want to find out if the yellow cab symbol is in the game here. If it is, I'll be a reasonably happy boy because I want to be able to try and do it as a yellow cab. Okie dokes. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Okay. Ooh, bullseye. What else have we got? And then we've got that. Okay. Bingo. Yellow cab, here we come. Now this one I'm doing a throwback to yellow cab as well. I just hope to God it works. Because I don't really... What the fuck? Oh. Oh no. Really? What the fuck? I wonder, let's have a look. What the damn, bruh. Really? A pizza car? Whatever. Now, what I am going to do, I do have a little bit of leeway to play here. The reason why I'm saying that is because some of these signs here I've actually seen in the US. I mean, look, I put it to you this way: I've never been to the US, but in the way of taxi signs in the US, I've watched on YouTube. In the way of certain things going on in the US, like something might go on in the someone might catch something in New York or California or somewhere like that, and all these signs, except for that front one, and I think except for that second one, you usually see all of these three here on taxis in the US. So I'm trying to decide on which one to put on. I don't want to put on any weird looking one because, it's going to be odd. So I'm kind of thinking, with being yellow cab, I'm actually thinking of either putting that number 3 there, or I'm also thinking of putting the first one on. I don't know yet. I'll have to have a look. I've got to check out what they are first of all. So my girl helps me out every once in a while. So what I might do, I've just got all 3 of them. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is the second one I don't think would look any good on this car. It's probably either going to have to be number 3 or 1, because they look more towards the modern type of taxi. Like, when I say modern type, I mean like, say between, now I mean this first year I'm going to say is not modern because it's like way back, say 1995 to 2025. So I've given you there a 30-year period. So you've seen things like those 3 over a 30-year period on top of taxis, even though they bring in new taxis each week, each couple of months, or every couple of months, or every year or so like that, just to make sure that the people can stay in comfort and, stay in the, try and give people the right ride, if you get my drift. So what I'm going to do here, I might put number 3 on. I'm thinking about number 3. I'm not sure. That one there looks too British, so that's a no-no. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's anything that can come on the back. No. Damn. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that's that one there. So that's either going to be that one. Oh, it's only that one. Jesus. That means to say I can't do much to the car. I can't do much to this car then, if that's the case. Because if you look at it, when I was putting the paint scheme on, I couldn't change the paint scheme to anything else. So that's that. So now what I've got to do is I've got to get this car back down to the hoist and get it on the hoist. Now, the reason why I'm a bit bummed out about that is because what I was kind of hoping to do was, I was kind of hoping to sort of, how do I put it, sort of give the car a bit of a kick, if you know what I mean, guys. Now, I mean, the reason why I say I give it a bit of a kick is because, number one, it's yellow taxi, as you can see. Number two, I was kind of hoping a bit of a kick to it because the other one which I did, which was the 57. So, it's a shame I couldn't put flames on this thing, and it's a shame I couldn't put that on the 57. If that was on the 57, that'd look pretty sweet. So it will hopefully go on to the other one that I found. So let's. I mean, I have. When I say I found it, I haven't actually found it in a junkyard yet. But as I go through junkyards and look through them all, I am keeping an eye out for them. So that's my hope. I kind of hope to find one that looks like a 57, just like the one I did up the other week, or a couple of months back. Okie dokie. Now, I'm going to try something really odd. I'm going to have to raise the car. Aha, so I think it's... Yeah, it is. Yep. Now, what I'm thinking is, because, as I said to you guys, I wouldn't mind doing this as basically a hot rod sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking of throwing different wheels on it. But I don't know what ones to put on there yet, so... Okie dokes. Now, the frame looks to be in... Let's have a look. I'll bring it down again in a couple of seconds. Ooh, damn. This does not look healthy. Aha! That's what it is. Rightio. What about the... Is it catalytic converter? No. Damn. Okay. Now I've got to bring it down again so I can take... she's got 20-inch wheels. That's got 20-inch wheels. I wonder what that one would look like with 20-inch wheels. I'm not sure yet. Let's have a look. So it's got... Yeah, 20-inch wheels all the way around. It's a real bum that you can't do what I was hoping to be able to do. So, oh well. Now before I do buy these tyres, I want to have a look at something. Oh crap. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look. What one should I put on it? Now, it's like I said, I'm going to try and do this, done up. I'm really hoping it works too. Now, what I'm thinking is a matte black on the wheels. I'm unsure at the moment, so I'll have to do a matte black and see what they'll look like. Let's see, 20-inch wheels. Okay. I do have one slight issue with what the fuck? Okay, then let's go to the garage. Let's go have its plates put on it too. But what I'll do is I'll put it back in the garage, in there, fix on the body again, and then send it back down to the garage where it's going to be living. So, but what I want to do is hang on, have I done that? No, I haven't. Let's dyno it, see what it's worth, see how fast it goes in the way of dyno. First of all, I will fix, if it hasn't already been done, oh, okay. Thank you, William. Here we go. Nice one. $811, not bad. Now I'll go and put that back where it was, and then sit it outside for a little while until I can actually hang on. Now, baby, I'm gonna have to do this. Let's see. Now that that's done, now you're probably wondering why I'm putting those wheels on it, I betches. Really? Now, I'm going to do the wheels probably in a matte black. I'm going to have a real quick look, because I'm unsure at the moment. Ooh, that's a little bit of a... Let's have a look at it in Chrome. That looks nice. That actually looks quite nice. I'll go with that. Although I could probably... Let's have a look at something. Oh, that looks nice. And they're custom. Damn. That looks really nice, but I don't know what to do. Do I have that, or do I... What I'll do is I'll go with the Chrome for now, and then... What the fuck? So why is that one not together? What the f... Whatever. It's a beautiful looking paint job, that. Now, this is only a trial and error for this at the moment. I'm not too sure exactly how this is going to look, so you'll have to bear with me. Okay, now to bring the car down, just to have a look at this, guys, because I want to have a look and see if it looks any good. With the way the body stance is, it may or may not, it depends. Ooh, that actually looks quite snappy. What the fuck? Oh. It's breaking through on the body. That means it may or may not look good. Which means it's a waste of time doing it. So what I might have to do is try with the wheels that are the back ones, get them off, and then put these ones here that are on the front on the back and see what that looks like, see if it sits right. But what I'll have to do, I mean, if you look at that, that looks pretty damn good. So, I mean, the only problem is, as you can see, it comes through the body, which is not supposed to happen, which means that's sort of a glitch in the game where the body is a little, how do I put it? Let's have a look. Alright, you're coming off for a minute. I hope this works. I do not want to ruin, I don't want to have to waste time just to fix a issue that shouldn't really be there. Oh, that actually looks quite good. So what I'll do is I will take the back wheels off, take the tyres off the back, take the front wheel off that one, and then do it again in the way of the tyres and whatnot, and then throw the tyres on there, then put the car down off the jack so it looks like sitting on the ground, and then we'll go from there. Now, this car does have a hefty V8 in it. I know that for a fact because I've gone through the car. Just before I started this broadcast, I actually went through the car before I even put it in here. And it does have a pretty big V8 in it, so, or it does have a V8 in there. I wouldn't exactly say a big one, but it does have a V8, so. Yeah, that's going to look better like that. So it's going to be 245. Great. Okay. I was really kind of hoping it would be the same as the Porsche, but not to be. It's 245, 20, what? 245, hang on. Now I'm going by the front wheels for this. 245, 35. 245, 35. 245, 35. 245, 35. I'm kind of hoping this looks good. Now just drop it onto the ground and have a look at it before I do anything else, because I want to make sure everything runs. I want to make sure everything looks good. That's not bad. That's actually quite cool looking. And my baby should be back at work. Okay. Now, what I'm kind of hoping to do with this car is basically gut the car like the Aston Martin is and rebuild the car completely. But there's one slight thing there's one fallback that's going to really hold me down. Let's have a look and see. Oh, okay. That's the okay, fair enough. What about here? Now, what I'm going to do is I'll strip this car of its components all the way through the vehicle. I'll also try and find the seats for it in the way of this vehicle, and then do the seats, get the seats fixed up, put the seats in, and then tomorrow what I will do is I will do another video on this car, and then once I've done, when I'm doing this video, the second video on this car, I'll try and get it going as good as I can. Now, I will do this car for several reasons. One of which is to honour the people who work for Yellow Cab in the United States and New York. And basically, I hate it when that happens. Basically to just sort of, I don't know whether you'd say congratulations to the company, but the company is going pretty. The company is an old company. They've been around for a number of years, probably 50. No, probably no longer than that actually. They've been around since about 1930 odd, so pretty close to 90 years they've been around. So what I'm going to do now is, as I said, I'm going to raise it, rip the back out of it, and then tear the undercarriage out from the front. And then what I'll do is I'll leave this car here for a friend of mine to see once the car, well, the car's going to be sitting here all the time anyway while it's getting done, and while it's not getting done, because he will be wanting to do the Vantage over there, and I'll be getting ready to do this thing tomorrow night. Okay, now to take the underneath out. Yay. Righty-ho. Now, I may or may not get the whole thing done tonight. I'm kind of hoping I do, but I doubt I will, because I've been going for over an hour, and I'm usually trying to, when I do, I shouldn't say if, because I do them. When I do my videos, I try to keep them to a limit, but sometimes they run over time. I try to keep them to about an hour, if not less, but 9 times out of 10 I run over time, so I just go, well, screw it, I'll just do the video as is and then go from there. and I do have to have a little word with my partner later. I'm kind of hoping that she can pull something together for me before she comes over here to Australia before we get married. So. Now, as I said to you guys, what I'm doing is I'm just tearing the car apart right now. I mean, if you look at the chassis, it needs it, that's for sure. So, when I'm done here, I very well could call the episode, I'm not sure. Because I do have to do a few other things in the way of some stuff here at my place where I am at the moment. I'm looking for a place to move to, so I've even got a friend helping me. And yes, baby, you know him. Man, this thing is rusted up big. This thing's got drum brakes at the back. Yeah, something I didn't really want to work with, but still. Now what I will do, guys, is I will drop the car down and get the engine out, but first of all, before I do that, I've got to get the gearbox out, which yeah. Now, I don't even know if this thing's been drained or not. I don't think so, but still, it may have been. Yep. No underneath. Okay. Down you come. So that's that. The car stripped. The car is now basically, or actually, no, it is a bare shell. So now what I've got to do is, tomorrow when I do continue with this car, I've got to, before I even start the episode, I've got to turn around and get straight back into it and do the following. I've got to build the engine up. I've got to tear the engine down. The reason I've got to do that is because I've got to make sure all the components are there. I've got to build the chassis underneath it. I've got to tear the chassis out, make sure all the components are there. Then what I've got to do is, before I start the episode, I've then got to do everything to the components that are going to be in the car to make sure they're all running correctly. Now, with this car, in the way of this taxi, as I go with the engine, as I said to you, will be stripped again because it's going to be done up. Everything will be done. So what I'm going to be asking you guys, and I'm also going to ask my partner, with the car being a yellow cab and being having black on it, as you can probably see, in the way of the checkered stripes, or the checkers, and also the where it says Taxi City Cabs Service, all that. Do I do any of the engine in that engine bay? Do I do it black? Or do I do it yellow? Or do I do it a mix between a black and a yellow? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I want to try and make sure I can pay homage to yellow cab. I've done that with the 57. I've got another one that I'm trying to find. If I can find that one tomorrow when I've gone through the junkyard, I'll go through the junkyard as long as I can and as many times as I can until I find the taxi. I doubt it's going to be a hard one to find. I mean, it took me, a week to find this. I went through it every single day, except for when I was doing the episodes. The only time I went through it when I did the episode was when I went to go to the junkyard when I was doing the video with you guys, and I did the surprise car. So, and the surprise car is that pink Porsche out the front. So, basically, I want to try and do this car as good as I possibly can for yellow cab. I also want to do a 50s taxi, because there is a 50s taxi in here. I want to do that for yellow cab as well. I want to see if I can get a few other cars done for yellow cab, because I mean there are different cars in here that would look good as a yellow cab. So the only problem is this: there are parts in here in the way of cars that do not suit certain cars. That's the problem. I mean, if I can put a wing on the back of this thing, right? I'm not too sure whether you can or you can't. I'll have to go through it tomorrow before I start the episode. I would go ahead and put a wing on the back straight away. If I could supercharge the engine, which I hope you can, I will do that. Now, the reason why I say that is because if you have a look at the Dodge Challenger and the Dodge Charger and the Dodge Hellcat and the Chevrolet Camaro and the Chevrolet, all of the muscle cars that Chevrolet build, like the Corvette, they're all supercharged, and I would like to try and turn this into a four-door muscle car, if you get my drift. So I want to, and as I've said to you guys, and if any of you guys who are watching this video saw the video that I did on the 15th of September, which was my beautiful girl's birthday, I did the Camaro for her, or two Camaros for her rather. They were Queen 34 and Becky 34, and Becky 34 hasn't raced yet. Oh, sorry, she has raced, and she did lose. Queen 34 went up against Queen 33. I was kind of hoping that Queen 33 would win, but she didn't. She lost. So what I'm kind of hoping now, this time I'm going to go for Queen 34. I'm kind of hoping that Queen 34 beats this thing. I really want to see it beat this thing, because I want to try and get this thing as fast as I possibly can, and if I can get Queen 34 to beat it, then I'll be a happy guy, because what I do is I go all out to fix the cars up and then put them against each other in the way of races. That's my aim. That's what I do all the time. So that's my main aim with this one. I'm also going to see if I can find a police car. Now, the police car that I'm looking for is a Lamborghini. If I can find the Lamborghini, I'll fix it up into full police colours. I don't know what police department to put on it. I will also see if I can find the Crown Vic as well, because I did see the Crown Vic, but I didn't get a chance. I didn't take it. Now, the only reason why it's not a Crown Vic as such, okay, that's the bad thing. But because it's got the look of the Crown Vic, that's the reason why I call it a Crown Victoria. Same with this thing, okay. This thing is based off a Chev. So this thing's based off Chev. The one that looks like the Crown Vic is based off the Crown Victoria from Ford. You've got the 50s Chev, which is the one that is for which is the taxi, and then you've also got the 57, which is basically a run-of-the-mill 57, but you can put, because of the way the car is, you can actually put the different parts into the car. That's the thing. So that's what I've actually done with that car. That car is a car to pay respect to the taxi company, because the taxi company, from what I understand and from what I saw when 9/11 happened, people who were actually working for the taxi companies actually turned around and used their taxis because the ambulances couldn't get in there quick enough. Anybody who had taxis at any stage at that point stopped, got people who were still running and got them in their taxi and then got them out of there. And from what I understand, there were some in there that didn't charge a cent to anybody because of what was going on. So this is one reason why I'm doing this, because of what they did during 9/11. They actually helped out with ferrying people who were hurt to hospitals, and they weren't charging them a cent. So that's that. Anyhow, guys, what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to go through the car with you guys, and then I'll call it. As you can see, the interior's been torn out, the bottom's been torn out, so the engine, even the engine's been taken out. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to go ahead and lift it up and then go through the entire car, rebuild the engine. I'm not too sure about what plate to have on it, so I will go through that with my partner and see what she says. I'm kind of hoping to have something to pay homage to the taxi companies, so I might have YCAB, which stands for Yellow Cab, I don't know, or YT, which stands for Yellow Taxi, whatever, I'm not sure. Or Y Taxi, you know what I mean? To sort of say to the people, well, look, this is what they had. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to call it a night for this video, because it is getting late here where I live. So I shall see you guys when I see you guys. You guys be very careful with each other. Treat each other with respect. And guys, if you've got a girl in your life, treat her like she's a queen. And girls, if you've got a guy in your life, treat them like they're a king. Because respect on both sides goes a long way. Okay? Life's short. You don't want to ruin your friendship with any friends or anything like that. You don't even want to ruin a relationship in the way of like a romantic relationship. Like if you've got someone in your life who you really dearly love and you want to marry them, do it. Life's short, trust me. So, basically, yeah, that's it. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. If it's Car Mechanic Simulator, it'll be a continue on for this thing. If I find another taxi before then, I'll fix this one up and then start on the second one that I'll find. I'm hoping to find a 50s taxi in the way of the head, in the way of the look of it. So that's basically what I'm out to do now. I'm out to try and find a taxi that would look like a decent taxi in the way of being a 1950s taxi, or a 1960s taxi, I think, because the 50s taxi I did was the 1957. That's the thing. So I've now got to try and find a 60s looking taxi to see if I can do that as a taxi as well, and then try and get that car to the point where I'll be able to have this one here after it's finished, the other taxi which I'm in the middle of, which I will start, and also the hot rod taxi which I did, sitting side by side, and I'll get photos with the three cars sitting like, you know, in a group. I know that's going to sound strange to do, but that's what I've got to try and do. One, or where they sit, like one sits one way and two sit side by side. So I've got to try and fit all three in. So that's the problem. Anyhow, guys, I'll catch you guys when I see you guys. You guys have fun. Be careful. Play games fairly. Do not cheat. It's unfair to people who want to play games fairly. That's the honest to God truth. So, you know, it's fun playing games. It calms you down, except if you go nuts with certain games, which can drive you batty because they do tend to make people rage quit sometimes in the way games. But try not to let that happen. Do what I've done, okay? Try and get games that'll actually calm you down. I've done that. I've got Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I've got Sims 4, which actually calms me down sometimes, or actually a lot of the time. I've got City Skylines, which I probably will do a video on eventually because it is now downloaded onto my system. So I'm also waiting for the new Car Mechanic Simulator game coming out very soon. I think it's called Garage Mechanic. It is done by the same people. So if I can get that done and dusted and get that on, I'll have that going, and I'll still do videos here on this one because this one's going to have stuff that the other one probably won't have. So if I want to do a theme car, a reasonably decent theme car, unless the car's in Car Mechanic Simulator 2026, I think it's called that, or Garage Mechanic 26, unless they've got all stuff plus different stuff in there, then I'll probably be continuing with this, but I'll also do a couple of cars on that as well. Anyhow, guys, I'll catch you guys when I see you guys. You guys have fun, and just remember this: life is short. You don't know tomorrow's never proven. Tomorrow's never promised. You know, if you don't have a bucket list, make one. Fill it out. If you do have a bucket list, keep going with it. Make sure you get it done. So, and if at all, as I've said in the past, if you have any vehicles that you want made into a certain vehicle in the way of a theme car like this taxi, right, let me know and I will try and do it for you. I'll give it my best shot. There is always a chance I could do several episodes on it because it may not turn out the way I wanted at first, so I might have to do several runs on it first of all. So by all means, please tell me what you want done in the way of Car Mechanic Simulator, in the way of some of the vehicles, what you want in the way of theme cars. If you want a theme car, for example, an Optimus Prime car, a Jazz car, which I've done a Jazz car. There is another car that Jazz was used for as well, that's in the game as well. I could also do a Ironhide pickup because there is a truck that Ironhide was based off. It was a GMC in the movies, but I could use the GMC, the Ford that looks close enough to the GMC to do Ironhide for the game. I could very well easily do that. So All I've got to do is watch some of the movie, see what I can get in the way of stuff for the truck or whatever you want me to do. For example, Chevrolet, the Bumblebee Chevrolet. If you want me to do the Bumblebee Chevrolet, you tell me what you want me to do. If you want me to do the 2017 one, I'll do it. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Trust me. I'll do my best. If you want it done for yourself, or if you want it done for one of your school friends, or you want it done for a just for the hell of it, it's up to you. You want a theme car done, you will get a theme car done. Okay, for example, my girl, so far she's scored 4 birthday cars in a space of 12 months. Becky 33 and Queen 33. Queen 34, Becky 34. 4 cars inside 12 months. Now, if you guys want a birthday car, you guys let me know and then tell me what you want, what the car is you want me to make it look like, what colours you want on the car, and all that good stuff. And I'll do my best to get it done. Okay, guys, I shall see you guys. This time I really do have to go, so I shall see you guys. Please do me the big favour of subscribing to my channel, liking my videos, commenting on my videos as I've said, and also smashing that notification button so you know when I do a video, you'll find it out and then you'll be able to watch me do the video. Please, you could also share it with your friends, all my videos that you watch. Please share them with your friends if you have to. So, it's everything that you guys do to help me does help me. Okay, guys, I shall see you guys when I see you guys. You guys all have fun, be careful, and as I always say, be cheerful, smoke out.